North Korea carried out a ballistic missile test on Monday, launching a missile that traveled about 1,100 kilometers, which is 685 miles, before landing in waters between the Korean Peninsula and Japan. This missile, fired from a location near the North Korean capital of Pyongyang, marks the first such test since the 5th of November, when North Korea fired at least 7 short-range ballistic missiles. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff confirmed that the United States and South Korean military forces detected the missile's launch preparations in advance, highlighting the ongoing monitoring of North Korea's missile activities. The missile test has drawn strong condemnation from South Korea's military, which decried the launch as a provocation that threatens regional peace and stability. In response to the launch, South Korea's military has ramped up its surveillance and defense posture, preparing for potential further missile tests. The missile fired on Monday was described as a mid-range ballistic missile, that is an IRBM, although the exact type remains unclear. Last year, North Korea tested new IRBMs that featured solid fuel technology and a hypersonic glide vehicle, a type of warhead designed to maneuver and evade missile defense systems. North Korea has been focusing on enhancing its missile technology, including solid fuel missile systems, which are more reliable and harder to detect than their liquid fuel counterparts. Solid fuel missiles do not need to be fueled immediately before launch, making them easier and safer to operate. Additionally, they require less logistical support, allowing them to be deployed more quickly and with greater survivability. Japan's defense ministry confirmed that the missile landed outside Japan's exclusive economic zone with no reported damage to ships or aircraft. However, Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba voiced concerns about North Korea's accelerated missile testing, pointing to the advancements in the country's capabilities. North Korea's missile tests last year included various systems that are capable of carrying nuclear warheads, including a new solid fuel intercontinental ballistic missile, that is an ICBM, that reached the highest altitude and longest flight time of any missile the country had launched. Meanwhile, United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who was in Seoul at the time, strongly condemned the launch, stating that it violated UN Security Council resolutions against North Korea. In a joint press conference with South Korean Foreign Minister Cho Tae-yul, Blinken also expressed ongoing concerns about the growing military alignment between North Korea and Russia. Blinken pointed out that North Korea has provided significant support to Russia's war in Ukraine, including sending more than 10,000 soldiers and conventional weapons systems. This growing cooperation between Moscow and Pyongyang has raised alarms, as there are concerns that Russia may exchange advanced military technology, including space and satellite technology, with North Korea in return for its support in the Ukrainian conflict. Blinken also acknowledged the concerns about impeached South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol's actions, but expressed confidence in South Korea's democratic institutions and resilience. He emphasized that the United States fully trusted the South Korean government's efforts to work through its political issues in accordance with the constitution and rule of law. Blinken's comments were a reassurance to South Korea that the alliance between the U.S. and South Korea would not be affected by the domestic political crises. The ongoing missile tests by North Korea, coupled with its deepening alliance with Russia, signal a volatile security environment in Northeast Asia. As tensions escalate, the international community will be closely watching how the United States, South Korea, and Japan as well respond to these developments, especially as the return of U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to the White House could potentially alter the dynamics of U.S.-North Korea relationship and the broader geopolitical landscape.